Since the year 2000, more than 350 books have been published explaining in detail the falsification of theism, Christianity especially. This has never happened before, ever. My name is David Madison, the 9th of January 2020. I'm an ex-clergy atheist, and I have collected these titles into what I call the Cure for Christianity Library, in homage to Mark Twain's famous comment that the best cure for Christianity is reading the Bible. Now there are a lot more books to help with that. Just type Cure for Christianity Library into Google. These writers have said some pretty cool things, hence this series of flash podcasts, Cure for Christianity Knockout Quotes. This is quote number 8. Since 2010, John Loftus has put together 5 anthologies showing just how wrong Christianity is. The new one, published last year, is The Case Against Miracles. There are 2 essays in this volume by Robert Conner, one titled The Prophetic Failure of Christ's Return. And here's one of several knockout comments by Conner. Quote, Paul desired to present the church as a chaste virgin to the coming Lord, but the Lord left the anxious church standing at the altar, unquote. Well, how is it that Jesus left the church standing at the altar? The Apostle Paul believed fanatically that Jesus would be arriving from heaven soon. This is one of his biggest mistakes. In Paul's letter to the Thessalonians, our oldest Christian document, he told them this, quote, For the Lord himself, with a cry of command, with the archangel's call, and with the sound of God's trumpet, will descend from heaven, and the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we who are alive, who are left, will be caught up in the clouds together with them to meet the Lord in the air, so that we will be with the Lord forever, unquote. Who knew that God had a trumpet? This would happen soon. Members of the Jesus cult should give up sex. To the church in Corinth, Paul wrote, I mean, brothers, the appointed time has grown short. From now on, let even those who have wives be as though they had none. Yes, he wanted to present the church as a chaste virgin to the Lord. Sex was a distraction, and he wanted everyone to be as pure as possible to meet Jesus. Moreover, the early Christian cult members would soon have a part in running the show when Jesus arrived to set up his kingdom. He scolded the Corinthians about taking each other to court. Do you not know that the saints will judge the world? And if the world is to be judged by you, are you incompetent to try trivial cases? Do you not know that we are to judge angels, to say nothing of ordinary matters? Paul was wrong. So wrong. For Christianity, this is a theological train wreck. Theologians, popes, preachers, cult fanatics assume that their imaginations, their hallucinations, are revelation. Train wreck. When Mark wrote his gospel a generation later, he presents the same theme. At his trial, Jesus told those present that they would see him coming on the clouds. So here at the very heart of the Christian faith is this craziness. And it's no good for fanatical Christians today to say, well, we still think Jesus is coming, it's going to happen. They're ignoring the clear, plain meaning of the texts. Soon. Paul and Mark were dead sure it would happen soon. They were dead wrong. Robert Conner's knockout quote is accurate. Jesus left the church at the altar.